What's up, Transformdom? Today I'm going to do the product review for Enemy. Enemy is a repaint of Frenzy and Rumble. The only accessory for Enemy in the alt mode is this micro cassette cover in pink and neon colors. At the back of the tape you can see there is a stamp of the Transformers logo. The only thing you can do with the accessory is to put it in like this and flip it close. Enemy fits very well into Soundwave and KFC Blaster. The only difference between Enemy and the Rumble mold, other than the color choices, are these production stamps on the front and extra words like this metal position and MC60. So let's do some comps. Here is Enemy with Rumble, Laserbeak and Buzzsaw, Ratbat, Ravage, KFC's Rewind, and the other members from the MP-15 16E line. So without further ado, let's transform Enemy. And here's Enemy laid out with his accessories. You got the power drivers, you got the pistols, and you got the power driver adapter. You can store Enemy's pistols at the back of Enemy by making sure that the pegs are facing like this, and then you just insert into these holes. And then from the front, you'll look just like the cartoon. Well, I mean, there's no cartoon, but you get the picture. You also have the option of storing Enemy's pistol into Soundwave in the alt mode. All you gotta do is open up this flap at the back of Soundwave. Make sure that the barrel of the pistol is pointing up and the wing is facing into Soundwave. Insert the pistol and make sure that the wing goes into the hole. You may have to adjust the pistol just a little bit to make sure it's nice and snug and upright, leaning against Soundwave, and then you can close the door. A way to store the power drivers is to use this adapter, which you can insert the power drivers. You can also store the power drivers in Soundwave's alt mode by taking the adapter and taking the peg and putting into the slot. That and like that. Face the adapter upright like this and clip onto Soundwave's forearms. And it kind of looks like an antenna from the front. You can try to store the power drivers at the back of Enemy, but it's really back heavy. But you can still balance Enemy carrying the backpack by leaning Enemy forward. And here's Enemy with his power drivers. As for articulation, Enemy doesn't really have much. It's the same as Rumble. You can turn the head. It will look up a little bit just because of the transformation joint. Does not look down. No bicep swivel. Elbows turns up. Shoulders lift reasonably okay. Wrist can only go in to the cavity. Legs you can twist. A bit of a knee. Little tiny bit of ankle tilt. There is a flex, but no point. No ab crunch and no waist swivel. So let's do some comps. Here is Enemy with Rumble, Laserbeak and Buzzsaw, Ratbat, KFC's Rewind, Soundwave, KFC's Blaster, Daniel in his exosuit, the rest of the toys from the MP-15 16E line. So what are my thoughts about Enemy? Let's talk about 3 things I like about this guy and 3 things I think that could have been done better. First thing that I like, there is a bit of articulation in the arms and legs, and that is a great thing. Second thing I like about this guy, the face is painted pretty well. Third thing I like about this guy, at least on my copy, is that the joints still feel pretty nice and tight, even though this has been the 3rd time this mold has been done. The 3 things that I think that could have been improved. First thing, head articulation could have been done better. The second thing I don't like about this guy is the lack of ab crunch and waist articulation. The knees feels a little wonky when you try to get him to some really dynamic action poses. He tends to go in this way to the back. The third thing I don't like about this guy is the gap in the arms and the gap in the back. So the thing is, would I recommend buying this MP-15 16E toy line just for this toy and the new remote in Night Stalker? So I would say no. Unless you're just like me that's looking to build up troops. and the mini butts don't take up a lot of shelf space. So those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Please leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and share button. Also, sub and bell to my channel. This is Ben again in China signing off, and I'll see you on the flip side.